on this 200-meter individual medley as one of the best individual medley swimmers today is a Canadian, Summer McIntosh.
Well, this one is going to be exciting. We saw her break a world record in the 400-meter individual medley. She's going to be seated second overall in lane number 5. This is 200 IM, an event that Marianne knows very well.
Marianne, you're still living in New Brunswick?
Yes, I am. Yep, back home in Fredericton.
Excellent. Julie Brosseau will have lane number 9, the 18-year-old from Nepean, Canada, outside of Ottawa, made Paris already in the 4x200 relay. Sienna Angle, we talked about this busy woman. She's been in a lot of events. She just finished the 50 freestyle. You can see she doesn't even have her tracksuit on. She just warmed down and jumped right on the block. 17-year-old out of Kamloops, now training with Summer McIntosh in Florida. Tessa Sapluha, 25 years of age, was on the Olympic team in Tokyo in the 400-meter, the longer individual medley. There's Danielle Hannes, the late-minute scratch out of the 50 freestyle, so she'd have a little more energy for this. A 26-year-old, grew up in Newmarket, now lives in British Columbia. Bailey Anderson made this event, the 200 IM, at the Olympic Game for the Olympic Games in Tokyo. She is out of Smith Falls, Ontario, the 26-year-old. Ella Jansen, only 18 years of age, from Burlington. She is on the edge of making Paris. She'll find out in about an hour when they announce the team if they're going to take an alternate for the relay. She would get named. Sydney Pickrem, the veteran, 26 years of age, now living in Texas. This will be her 3rd Olympic Games. She's already qualified. She said 2021 was the hardest year of my life. She had some post-Olympic blues. Ashley McMillan out of Penticton, BC, 20 years of age, been training here at the National Center for a year and delayed her schooling. This woman needs no introduction. Summer McIntosh, 17 years of age, out of Toronto, actually qualified 2nd. I'm not so sure she's ever used to being in lane number 5 instead of lane number 4. Mary-Sophie Harvey, a prodigy at 14 years of age. Had a few tough years in there, but now she is realizing that phenomenal potential she had. 24 years of age, out of Montreal, grew up in Trois-Rivières. Both parents were national level swimmers.
And we saw Harvey, she was underneath that Olympic qualifying time this morning. Summer McIntosh, as you said, Byron, not usual to see her there qualified in second place. She'll be swimming in lane number 5. She is the world's junior record holder in this event. Canadian record holder, time of 2:06.89. Very close to the world record.
And some of the swimmers like to approach the block from the side, some from behind. So it isn't like they're trying to ignore each other here. This is their normal routine where they stand on the side and then they walk up to the block.
So here we go, our final of the women's 200-meter individual medley. Mary-Sophie Harvey in the middle of the pool in lane 4, just above her, Summer McIntosh in lane 5.
Take your mats.
Great start by Mary-Sophie Harvey in lane number 4. She's just ahead of McIntosh through the first couple strokes.
McIntosh is a great butterflyer. So Marianne, when you were swimming the 200-meter individual medley, what were your strengths and how would you approach the race?
Basically, my butterfly I tried to keep very controlled, and because I knew I didn't want to go out too hard. Backstroke was my weakest stroke, so I just tried to keep the tempo up, stay with the field. Breaststroke, I tried to catch up on everyone, and then freestyle, it was just bring it home.
Bring it home, and you had a good anchor all the time.
Here's a split by McIntosh, and look at this is a little bit different off of that wall than you would have been used to back in your day, wouldn't it, Marianne, that underwater?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
27-0 is a split time for McIntosh, solid outing.
And in essence, she's way ahead of Mary-Sophie is a very good backstroker, but some seems to be laboring. I'm quite surprised that Mary-Sophie is this far behind. Over in lane number 6, you got Sydney Pickrem doing a great job because she's very weak in the backstroke, sort of like you, Marianne, but has a really, really strong breaststroke.
Well, here we go at the 100 split. 58.87 is the split time. It's very quick. It's about 1/10 of a second slower than she was when she went 2:06. But we know, Byron, that breaststroke has gotten way better over this week.
And that's going to be the key, is going to be the breaststroke. That's what she made the difference in the 400 time. Look at Sydney Pickrem come. Mary-Sophie Harvey surprisingly way behind. Interesting swim. We got McGregor in 3rd spot at this point, but Pickrem making a move on Summer McIntosh.
Well, Mary-Sophie Harvey moving up as well, but she won the 200-meter breaststroke. Sid Pickrem in lane number 5. I think she's going to have the lead as they hit the 150. It's Pickrem 136.69 to 137.0.
Very, very strong swim from Sydney Pickrem. McIntosh is the better freestyler. She's one of the best in the world, so she's going to close, I would think.
It's all coming down to the close. We've seen McIntosh under 29 seconds before. That's what she needs to go better than her Canadian record time. flag. Summer McIntosh in lane number 5 to the wall, 2:07.06. So close to that Canadian record mark. And Sydney Pickrem, what a swim, a lifetime best for her in 2:07.68 per second.
There is Summer's parents, happy, probably thought she might go a little bit faster. Surprising there, Mary-Sophie closed, not far off her best time. The difference is that Sydney Pickrem just did about a second and a half best time. That's a huge best time for Sydney Pickrem. That'll put her in the discussions for the finals. There we are right there. She grew up in Florida. Dad was a hockey player, ended up down in Florida, and then moved to Texas for school. That's where she's been training lately, Sydney Pickrem.
Well, Mary-Ann, what did you think of that race? That was pretty exciting for us.
I thought that was awesome. I'm so happy to see these girls swimming so fast. I mean, they're swimming incredible times that I could only dream of. So this is so impressive. Like, I can't wait to watch them in Paris.
Well, we're going to get to have 2 of them in Paris in that event. 2:07.06 for our event winner, Summer McIntosh. 2:07.68. Second place, Sydney Pickrem, both under the standard. Look at that breaststroke, we talked about it.
And look at how far behind Sydney Pickrem is at this point. And then all of a sudden she was leading, but Summer McIntosh, of course, has a heck of a freestyle, and she was able to bring it back home. But again, I think Summer McIntosh was pushed by Sydney Pickrem. This helps Summer to go a little bit faster. It's towards the end of the meet. Summer might be a little bit tired. She said, it's something I'm learning to do to deal with the fatigue of a lot of events over a 7 to 8 to 9 day period. She said, I'm getting better at it, but I still have more to learn.
There goes a nice finish by Summer McIntosh. Head down to the wall. Always like to see that as we close on our races. Top 4 swimmers underneath that Olympic qualifying time.
Congratulations, ladies. Both of you have qualified to be nominated in the 2IM. Congratulations. Sydney, the 2IM has put you on the national team since 2014 at Commonwealth Games. What does it mean to you to be able to achieve your 3rd Olympics in this event?
Oh, it means a lot. I think the 2IM's kind of always been my baby, and you know, now I've been on the team a decade, and that's a long time. I don't even know if you've been swimming for a decade. So, you know, I definitely am excited. I didn't go best time in that event for 5 years, and last year was the first time I touched it, and to go the 2:07 means a lot, and just to do it a little bit more relaxed. I had a lot of people doubting in my ability for this one, so I'm excited for it.
Summer, another impressive swim. I gotta say, and I want to take a moment to say that it's been very impressive to watch you swim here this week, and I think nobody here takes it for granted. How did you approach this last day of competition compared to the first one?
Yeah, last days of any sort of swimming, especially if it's a week long like this one, I was super pumped up for it and just try to finish off the meet strong.
Well, congratulations again, ladies. So you both signed your name on the boarding pass, so we'll be cheering for you in Paris.
Congratulations to Pickrem.